So we come back now with our process of pretty much creating the page. So previously we set up the domain, we bought a domain, then we set up the hosting on HostGator, and then we have both sites connected with the DNS settings. Okay, so everything set up from the GoDaddy perspective, from the HostGator perspective, and now we're going to WordPress. HostGator did everything for us. They installed the server, they installed the WordPress, they installed the security, they did everything. So we don't have even to touch any of these configurations. Now our job is just jump into WordPress, log in, and start working. Okay, so let's do it now. So we have now the dashboard here on HostGator as the client. You saw before how we built this whole account. So now we're going to WordPress. The first thing you have to do is click here in the WordPress admin. After clicking, you're going to be redirected to the dashboard, the WordPress admin dashboard. And this is a lot of information. I know if this is your first time jumping to WordPress, I know maybe it's a little bit overwhelming, but let me try to navigate you through this process as fast as we can so you can understand how WordPress works. And if you already know, you can skip this part, but if you don't know, just stick with me for a couple minutes. First thing you have to do is understand how the dashboard is designed. Okay, the design of the dashboard has a top header, this black bar here on the top. This black bar is important so you can make sure all the access to specific pages, specific areas of your website, is everything done correctly, is everything accessible. On the left side you have your main navigation. WordPress has this bar here as the main navigation. It's important. Everything you need to do on dashboard on WordPress is here on the left. And here at the center you have all your content, decision making and process. You have the page builders, you have everything in the center. Okay, so this is the structure. It's not going to change. You can go all the way up and down WordPress, different pages, different moments. This is going to be the same template forever. Okay, all right, so let's keep the top bar and the left bar, and they're black for a reason, because the black color helps you to understand that means navigation, and whatever is not black means content or decision making process. All right, so here on the left we have all these items. We're not going to go over all of them because there's a lot of information to cover, but you're going to set up the WordPress properly. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is make sure your WordPress is updated. So now we have a version 5.9.2 available, so you have to update before starting anything. So let's just please update now. Click on this hyperlink and then just click the button update now, and that's it. WordPress is going to do all the updates from you, no problem at all. You just have to wait a couple seconds and it's going to be 100% updated with the welcome message right on the top of the screen. Okay, we have to wait a little bit and that's it. It's updated. So the maintain security release, you can check and read everything about the latest version. It has a lot of good stuff. So you're free to go check the credits of all the professionals involved. This is the community. WordPress is not only a system, it's a huge community of professionals. Okay, now let's go back to the dashboard again, and let's start eliminating what is not important. So this banner here, this is just add, just close it. The second thing is, please set up website analytics to see your audience insights. This is awesome, this is good, but it's not the time right now for us to do it. Okay, now we have the welcome to WordPress message. Let's just dismiss. We have the Jackpack. It's another great plugin, but let's just dismiss for now. And then connect exactly metrics. So this is this plugin here. So we have to go back on plugins and make sure we have only the plugins we really need. They're really necessary for our project. And I'm going to tell you which are the plugins they really have to do, and whatever else you have to eliminate from your website. Okay, let's go down. So here under our plugins page on the left side, you have plugins and you have 4 notifications. The first thing we have to do right now is like starting deactivating some plugins we're not going to use. So let's deactivate. So let's select it. The first one, Ask Matt, we're not going to use it. This one, we're not going to use it now at this moment. HostGator Walk Me plugin, we don't need this. Jetpack, we don't need this right now. Mojo Market, we don't need this right now. Varnish HTTP Purge, I don't think we're going to use at this moment. And the Super Cache, we're going to leave it right here. So we selected. The first thing you have to do is deactivate. If you don't have any of these plugins on your installation right from the start, don't worry. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you have it, just deactivate it and apply. Okay. After that, we're going to go in the inactive tab right here. And then you're going to select all of them and just delete. Let's confirm. And then WordPress is going to delete all of them for us. That's going to save space on your server. Remember, you have just 1 or 2 gigs of space available, or a little bit more. So it helps to save space. And if you're not taking care of these plugins, they maybe will become a problem in the future. Okay. So let's go back to the dashboard. See, it's way cleaner now. We don't have these ads. We don't have anything else that is not important. Okay. Next step right now, we're going to go back to pages. And then we have a sample page. We don't want this sample page here. Just send it straight to the trash and clean the trash. Let's delete the trash right here and apply. All right. Let's go to posts. We have Hello World is a task, is a dummy type of blog post. Let's just send to the trash. We don't need this. Go to back to the trash. Let's select and delete permanently. All right. So it's clean now. Let's go to the media. We don't have any media here. No pictures, no icons, no logos, nothing. All right. So now is the time to go to the settings page. The settings page under general. Okay. So first thing you have to do the site title. Let's do the site title. Italian Village Gourmet. And now we have to go back and check the full name of the restaurant. Gourmet Pizza Bar. Let's go back here. Gourmet Pizza Bar. Then you can put a tagline. Let's create a tagline like the best Italian restaurant in town. Awesome. Now we have the email right here. You're going to keep this email for now. The second thing is we have to do the HTTPS. Do you remember here on the dashboard that we have installed under SSL, sorry, we have installed the let script is active. However, the HTTPS, which S stands for security, is not being added here in our domain. If you go to the domain here on the top, you can see that our domain, let me just refresh this page, is not secure. Okay, so you have to transform this into secure because it's just HTTP. Okay, so before that, let me just do it again because I refreshed the page without saving it. Let's do it again. Italian Village Gourmet Pizza Bar, and under that the best Italian experience maybe in town. All right, nice. Now we're going to do the HTTPS, just add the HTTPS and just add the HTTPS again. And then you have to save it, okay? Let's just save the changes. What is going to happen is you're going to be redirected back outside of your dashboard because your domain now is 100% secure. Can you check now? The locker icon is right on the top, is right here. So that means your website is secure. So we have to go back, close this window, and now go back to the hosting dashboard. And let's go manage. And then click WordPress admin again. So now we're going to be redirected to the area with the security in place, right? These important steps, they have to be done in the beginning before you start anything else. Clean up the plugins, clean up the pages, the posts, eliminate any plugin you're not going to use, make sure it's 100% secure, and give the correct name for your website. Right now is under the correct name and correct tagline, and also is secure. All right, so now we're going to go under the permalinks option, and we're going to just make sure the post name is selected right here. So your pages will be called by the name, right? You have a page name about us. It's going to be italianvillagegourmet.com/about us. It's not going to be a code. It's not going to be a number. It's not going to be anything that is not the title of the page. So the post name or the page name is going to be the main URL structure for your website. All right, so we're done with all the basic steps. Now we're gonna go forward and start installing the best plugins for our experience for our project. So let's start installing the first plugin, which is going to be, actually you go to plugins, then you go to add new, and after that you're going to install a couple of plugins. So let's start with the classic editor. It's my plugin of preference. Other people work with different plugins, but this is my preference. Then you're going to search for all-in-one, and you're going to install the all-in-one WP migration and backup. So this is important for you. The third one is going to be Cerber, and Cerber is about security, like anti-spam, malware, everything related with security. So let's use this as the one of my preference. You can pick any security plugin you want. I'm just recommending this one because it works fine for me, works well for me. Okay, it's installed. Now the other one you're going to use is the Brizy, which is our builder. Okay, let's use the Brizy right here. So you notice that we just installed, we never activated the plugins. So now after installing all the basic plugins, you're gonna go back to plugins again on the left side, and you're gonna start activating each one of them. So select all of them and just select activate, and then after that, apply. All right. So we can have a couple banners here, just introducing the plugins, saying welcome, etc. So we can just get rid of them and just click, and some of them just so the banners can pretty much disappear. So now you can see under plugins, you have the entire list, clean, easy to visualize. All right. So one of the things you have to do now is move with the theme. The theme is very important because it's how you have control on the top and the bottom of the page, the navigation on the top and the footer at the bottom. So I usually like to use the Blocksy theme. So you go under appearance and themes, and then you're gonna search for another one. So click the button add new, and then right here on the search bar you're gonna type Blocksy. All right, so Blocksy is right here. The next step is install. So the theme is the structure that is going to hold the entire website. This theme is very important for us to design our page. So let's do it. So let's activate right here. And then the theme is requesting another plugin, which is install Blocksy Companion. This is a plugin that works together with the theme, so both working side by side. So let's install that because it's recommended to do it. All right, Blocksy Companion is installed. We have to allow, so everything connected with the plugin and the theme is 100% updated, is the best, is using the best features. All right. So now we have everything. We have the appearance. Now let's go back to the appearance. And then you can see under the appearance that the active theme is Blocksy, the one we just downloaded. But you have a bunch of other themes here, and we are not going to use any of these themes right now. They're just using using space on your server. So let's, instead of using these and keeping this information, this bunch of files here, let's just delete all of them. Click on the picture, right bottom corner, delete, confirm. The next, click on the theme, right bottom corner, delete, and confirm. And I'm going to do this for each of these themes because I don't have planned to use any of them. They are too simple or too basic. They are vanilla type of themes. they're not going to give us any benefit to even stay here, install on the system, just occupying space. We just need one. Our main theme is Blocksy. All right. So next we have the appearance done. The Blocksy, the theme is installed. The plugins are pretty much installed. We're going to install more plugins along the way, but this is going to be the basics for us to start. Okay, let's go back and check our page. To do it, the only thing you have to do is click here on the top on the name of the website, right here on the side of the little house, the little house icon, and you can click with the right click, open a new tab. Okay, so this is our website right now. See, there's nothing here, it's completely empty, but you have the header on the top, you have the footer right here at the bottom, and you have nothing in the middle. Okay, this is exactly how it should look before we start building the page. All right, so with that being said, our WordPress is pretty much done. Just one other plugin we have to do it, which is the SMTP plugin from Fluent Forms. SMTP Fluent. Oops, I misspelled here. Fluent. I think this is probably the best way. Here we go. It's this purple one, pinky one here. Just install it, and we're gonna work with this guy later on. But make sure it is installed under your WordPress installation. This banner here is gonna keep here. Then you're gonna look at that point later during the last module. Okay. All right. So we're done for now. This is our configuration moment, and the next step, the next video is gonna be about building the page and jumping on our plugins. Another thing is if you don't have just two information, very important information. Brizy is a free builder. You can use it for free. Let me go here, brizy.io, and let me just show you, like, Brizy is 100% free. You can just download and work for free. If I go to pricing, you have Brizy WordPress with some limitations like free forever, but you have a bunch of additional add-ons that you can use for your plugin. So you have, for example, yearly, you pay $49 per year for one website, $9.90 per year for 100 websites. And if you have an agency, you have 500 pro websites under the agency plan. You have the lifetime as well. So the lifetime, you have one pro, $149, 100 websites for $299, and for only $329, my goodness, is one-time payment. You have more than 500 websites under the agency. This is a lifetime price. They also have different systems. They have the Brizy Cloud, which is a server that holds the entire system. It's not installing WordPress. But for now, we're working with WordPress to give you all the flexibility WordPress still has on the top of any other system. All right, so let's keep moving. This is our selection, and then I have my license of Brizy Pro, so I'm gonna use it, Brizy Pro, to build a website. But you don't have to use Brizy Pro if you don't have the money right now. You can definitely build with the free version, but as soon as you start seeing the benefits of having all the pro tools of Brizy, you're gonna love it. And you're gonna say, hey, I need my Brizy Pro. So if you need the Brizy Pro right now, just click the link below in the description of this video. You can find it, the best tools for your website and web design project. Okay. All right. So you're gonna use Brizy. This is gonna be our main theme for, and actually our main builder for our project. All right. See you on the next video when you're gonna go through the step-by-step of building the page and taking from Photoshop and building right on WordPress. See you in the next class.